Long ago, in the ancient world, there lived a man whose faith would change the course of history. His name was Abraham. Known as the father of many nations, his story is one of extraordinary faith, obedience, and the fulfillment of promises that seemed impossible. Abraham's life began in the city of Ur, in Mesopotamia. He was a man like any other, living among his family and community, worshiping the gods of his ancestors. But then, something remarkable happened. The one true God, the creator of the heavens and the earth, spoke to Abraham. God called him to leave everything he knew, his home, his family, and his land, and to set out on a journey to a place God would show him. This was no ordinary call. It came with a promise. I will make you into a great nation. I will bless you and make your name great, and through you, all the peoples of the earth will be blessed. This was a bold and unimaginable vision, especially for a man like Abraham, who had no children and whose wife Sarah was unable to have any. But Abraham believed. With nothing but his faith, he obeyed. Together with Sarah and their household, he began a long and uncertain journey. They traveled across deserts, through valleys, and over mountains, guided only by the voice of God and the promise of a land they had never seen. Along the way, they built altars and worshipped, reaffirming their trust in God's plan. Yet years passed and still, they remained childless. Abraham began to wonder, would God truly fulfill this promise? At one point, he thought his servant Eliezer might be the heir, but God corrected him. Your heir will be your own flesh and blood. Another time, Sarah, in her desperation, suggested that Abraham have a child with her servant Hagar. This led to the birth of Ishmael, but God made it clear that the child of promise would come through Sarah. Then when Abraham was 99 years old and Sarah 90, God appeared to him again. This time, he changed Abram's name to Abraham, meaning father of many, and Sarai's name to Sarah, meaning princess. God made an unshakable covenant with Abraham, promising that Sarah would bear a son. Abraham laughed in wonder, and Sarah laughed in disbelief. A child at their age? It seemed impossible. But nothing is impossible for God. True to his word, Sarah gave birth to a son, Isaac, whose name means he laughs, a reminder of both the laughter of doubt and the joy of fulfilled promises. This child became the beginning of the great nation God had promised. Abraham's life, however, was not without challenges. One of the most profound tests of his faith came when God asked him to sacrifice Isaac. Though the command was heartbreaking and incomprehensible, Abraham obeyed. He trusted that God could even raise Isaac from the dead if necessary. At the last moment, God provided a ram as a substitute, sparing Isaac and reaffirming his covenant with Abraham. Through his unwavering faith, Abraham became a symbol of trust in God's promises. He is not only the father of the nation of Israel, but also a spiritual father to millions across the world who look to his example of faith. Abraham's story doesn't just belong to the past, it speaks to us today. It teaches us that God's plans are often beyond our understanding, but always for our good. It reminds us that even in the face of impossibilities, faith can lead to extraordinary outcomes. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.